Alright, how's it going everyone? And welcome to another episode of my Minecraft world. In the last episode, we ended up building these awesome ruins right here, along with the campsite that's across the river. Look at this guy, if only he knew what was being done to his friends. You know what? Get over here. Alright guys, I did some building off camera, and it has to do with the spider spawner that we found last episode, so I'm going to show this guy. He's going to be my first guest into the spider spawner. So if we go down here, see I have this whole room set up. It's supposed to be like a crypt with a bunch of caskets or coffins or sarcophaguses in here. And yeah, I'm really liking how the arches look, along with the cobwebs and all of the candles too. I'm in the process of getting some more candles, but we'll get those in as soon as those bees start making some beeswax. But this is where the spawner is. Look at this guy. Look, your friends are trapped. Does that upset you? Look at all your friends. Help them. You gotta help them. You gotta help them. They're gonna die. Oh well. There's nothing you can do to stop them. But yeah, guys, this is the spider spawner. This was designed by Insanity21 on YouTube. If you guys want a tutorial, I recommend going to check out his channel or in his video. I'll link it in the description. It's pretty simple. Just some water streams and some signs and fence gates, and the spiders pile up on these chains, and we kill them from here. Got a chest array right here, and that's pretty much the entire build. I'm really liking how this whole thing turned out. Eventually, I mean, I have plans for this. I want to do like a piston door right here. So it's kind of hidden, and it's kind of hard to find. I think that'd be really cool. But yeah, that's the build so far. I will show you guys what else we did off camera. Finished up this path. Instead of using the path blocks, I ended up using some mud, like I did at the end of last episode on this part. And I'm really liking how it looks. Alright guys, the next thing we did off camera was explore a bunch of trial chambers. So I found 2 of them off camera while I was mining, and I'll throw in some footage of that right now. And the weird thing is none of them spawned with any vaults, trial vaults I think they're called, where you put the keys in. So we have a bunch of loot and a bunch of trial keys right here. We have 27 of them. And I mean, we can go through the loot that we got. A bunch of glowberries, which is awesome. So we don't have to find a lush caves, because I don't really know how to find them. And then we also have moss here, which is also awesome because we don't have to find a lush caves for that. So we can start getting some azalea leaves and some moss, which is really cool. We got some saddles, golden apples, and a bunch of really OP books. We got Silk Touch, Fortune, Fortune 3, 2 Fortune 3s, and then 3 Fortune 3s, and a Mending book, which is insane. Yeah, really good loot for trial spawners, and that'll really help us out, because I'm not really abusing villager trading right now. There is a village up there, which I'll go take you guys to right now, which is also where we found this donkey. Alright, so I did a bit of exploring up on top of this meadow. As you can see, that's our ruins right there. Just going up this hill. I did some exploring and ended up finding a village over this hill, which is pretty sweet. And because it's so close to the village, so I just, take my donkey and then we mob. So, something crazy about this donkey is I found him in the, just around here. I mean, there they are. I think I found him over here, but that's not the crazy part. The crazy part is he has all 15 slots right here. And I don't really know how rare that is. I know you have to breed for him to get more slots, but this was literally the first donkey that I got, and he had all 15 slots. So that's extremely lucky, I think, and I'm pretty stoked on that. But this is our village right here. I haven't done much. I've been trading sticks with the Fletchers and also getting arrows for emeralds with one of these guys. I can't remember which one. But I got a bunch of beds set up and I've been feeding them bread so they start to make some more villagers. So this would be cool for another build another time. I'm not gonna put them in the ruins. I don't think that would make much sense at all. But we have these guys for when we need them, which is awesome. Alright guys, if we crest this hill, we'll have a great view of the ruins right here. Look at that. Super cool. Obviously, I'm going to add some more trees around this area right here, and then some right here. That'll be for a later time once we move out of this spot. But as you can see, we have another big open area right here, and this is where most of our episode's going to be taking place. So I'm going to be building a huge church right here, but it's not going to be like a fully finished church. It'll just be a ruined church. So I'm really stoked on that. I have a design that I worked out in a creative world, and I'm really excited to build that in here. As you can see, we did some more stuff in the campsite right there. So let me take you guys down there and we'll take a better look at it. Alright guys, if we cross this bridge right here, we're going to be entering the finished campsite. So one thing I want to mention right now is I'm not really a fan of the campfires right here. They kind of put off a lot of particles and they block the view of the big tent, which is pretty much the main focus of this part of the build. So I think when I go to the nether, I'm going to get some netherrack and then replace these with just regular fire. Maybe have a couple of these around just for like a few particle effects. But yeah, they kind of just block the view and I'm not really a fan of them. We also did this, finished up this path right here. I think it looks really cool, just to signify, it's not a built-up path, just something that, the soldiers are walking on. And we also have this path leading up to the soon-to-be church. The reason I put the stone bricks on this part instead of this part is because I want to signify that this path has always been here. And this path obviously hasn't been here the whole time. So when this part of the village was being built and along with the church, they would put a path right here going from, the village to the church. Nothing over here because this is all relatively new. Alright guys, some more things we did off camera. Nothing too crazy. Just got this bone meal generator right here. And this infinite lava generator as well. And this furnace array. So I don't need to use coal to smell anything anymore. Just use this infinite lava. So one thing I want to try out really quick is getting this glass and using some gray dye. So I'm going to make just a couple of them right now and just see how it looks. That's more than a couple, but let's just see. So something I didn't mention is I switched out the spruce fences for oak, and I think they look a lot better. They stand out more, and they don't get lost against these spruce pillars for the tents. So yeah, they stand out a little more, and I think they look a lot better. So one thing I want to try is using gray stained glass instead of the iron bars. Just seeing how that looks. No, not a fan. No, I don't think it works. it just gets, it's too transparent and it gets lost against the gray of the ruins. Yeah. It was worth a shot, but okay. Yeah, worth a shot, but I don't think it works. All right, guys, but for this episode, we are going to be tackling the church over here. Like I said, I'm super excited to get building this. I think it's going to look awesome. And we have a bunch of materials laid out right here. So we have a bunch of tuft, cobbled deep slate, some cracked stone bricks, and some cobblestone. So that's going to be the palette that we use. Nothing too crazy. I'm going to be using mostly tuft. I like it because it's darker and it kind of gives a more weathered look to everything. So I'm going to be using tuft bricks and just regular tuft mostly, and then this stuff on the bottom, and these lighter ones on the top and for highlights. All right, guys, so I'm going to get building this with all those materials. But wait, before we build the church, there's one block that we still need. We need to go to the nether for it. Yes, that's right. This block is basalt. So let's make a portal and hope we spawn in a basalt biome. As soon as we get in here. This is the first time I'm going to the nether in this world. Let's see what happens. Please. Oh my god, this is so lucky. This is so lucky. Okay, and we can get quartz. This is actually insane. This is so lucky. This is actually insane. I thought I was gonna be here for a million years. But I only need... I don't know how much basalt I need. I'm gonna get a stack. Hopefully that's enough. Okay. This is already scary. This is already very scary. Yeah, I'm gonna get like a stack or two of basalt, and then I'm also gonna get some quartz so I can make some observers, so I can start on that door in the crypt. So I will do this, and I'll be back with you guys. Oh god, 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 oh god. That was a close one. That was a close one. Alright guys, we got 2 stacks of basalt and 1 stack of quartz. We are out of here. This is all we need. We'll come back here at a later date, do some exploring. Hopefully find a fortress or maybe a bastion. But for the meantime, we're out of here. All right, guys, we finished the church. Let's all take a look at it in its finished glory. Oh yeah, look at that. That is so cool. I'm loving how this thing turned out. I really, really like it. Just adds so much to the ruins. You know, it's like a focal point of interest for the ruins. And yeah, I just think it looks so cool. In case you guys didn't know, this is actually the Church of Ella from Elden Ring. I used a reference of a Lego set actually, which is pretty funny. Um, it's actually kind of hard to get screenshots in Elden Ring. I think it's just because it's so dark and the third person camera, it's just kind of hard to get reference photos from that. So yeah, I used the Lego set. I'll throw some pictures up right now. And I also used a video from Emiannder, I believe. I believe that's how you pronounce it. It was a build from her that was built like an artist, and I used a technique from that video, which was putting a grid over a reference and using that to place blocks. And I found it very helpful. Um, Probably would not have gotten this build to look like that if it wasn't for that video. So shout out Emiannder and check out her video if you guys haven't seen that really cool video. I'll link it in the description. But if you guys enter the ruins, I think it looks so cool. Just with the arches right here, arches over here. And you kind of have this big broken window. And then just the campfire in the middle. But I don't know, guys. This is probably one of my favorite builds that I've done in Minecraft so far. There's one build that I did in a previous world that kind of tops this one. But I just love how this thing looks, guys. So cool. Really proud of it. And then we have some space in the back. We're going to do some terraform, probably build some custom trees back here. But that'll all be in the next episode. After this area, this will be like the third episode will be the last episode in this part of the world. And I think we're going to be doing some exploring in the next episode also and finding a good spot for a new build. So if you guys have any suggestions of what we should build after the ruins, I'd love to hear them. I'd love to hear you guys' ideas. And yeah, so other than that, guys, I think this is going to be the end of the episode. Let's take another look at the church just because it's so beautiful. Oh yeah, one thing I forgot to mention. Cauldrons on the windows. If you guys want like a 1 block thick arch, use cauldrons if you have this color palette. I think most everyone knows this already, but the feet hanging down just gives such a cool arch look. And I use that a lot in the build, especially up there, and right there for the windows. And then I also used, if you guys can see through those windows right there, I used gray stained concrete or gray concrete. And that was basically to make those cauldrons and those arches stand out a little bit. If I didn't, it would be too light in there and the arches would kind of get lost in the stone that's in the back. So I darkened it up a little bit and yeah, I think it looks awesome. I think it really worked. Then obviously we got some vines crawling up. And yeah, other than that, guys, I think that'll do it for this episode. Again, next episode, we'll do some custom trees everywhere. Make this, finish this whole place up. Yeah, guys, let me know any build ideas you guys want me to do in the future. Any ideas, for new areas to go to. But yeah, thank you guys all for watching, and I will see you all in the next episode. Peace.